A grand jury could start hearing evidence on Wednesday to decide whether Officer Wilson will be charged in Brown's death.
Demonstrations continue in Missouri, and here it's people organized to speak out against the violence in Ferguson and the incident that sparked the outrage. WIAT 42 News reporter Mike McClanahan joins us live from Kelly Ingram Park, where a demonstration is planned for this evening.
There are a group of young professionals in Birmingham who plan to rally here at 6:30, weather permitting. It's just another example of how the situation in Missouri is being felt all around the country. Today, I sat down with a St. Louis transplant who feels overwhelmed by what's happening in her hometown, but unfortunately not surprised. Dr. Samantha Briggs now teaches in Birmingham, but she still has family in Ferguson. And watching her hometown tear itself apart is hard to handle emotionally.
You know, I had to take myself away from the news, like literally tear myself away from the news, because it's too much. You know, it took me 4 days to call my family to make sure that they were safe.
Briggs remembers being enrolled in public schools in St. Louis by her father, who at the same time was working to desegregate the schools. She says the protests and the police response reveal the undercurrents of racial tension and distrust in St. Louis County.
There were horror stories about what would happen if you got pulled over in that town. Alabama's not as bad as you think, and it's definitely not as bad as where I come from. You know, it's super sad, but St. Louis is far more racist. St. Louis has far more issues. The problem is here, we're kind of dealing with it.
More demonstrations are planned in Birmingham. State Representative Wandalyn Gavan says she was asked to support a rally organized by a group of young professionals. They were moved by the footage of violence in Ferguson, and so are many people who remember what happened in Birmingham during the 1960s.
So I'm here to support because I have to be reminded that 50 years ago today, I may not have even been able to stand here as a black woman to even do this interview.
If the 6:30 demonstration here at Kelly Ingram Park gets rained out, the organizers say they will reschedule. We'll let you know what happens. Reporting live in Birmingham, Mike McClanahan, WIAT 42 News. Coverage you can count on.